How to declutter your home, 9 questions to ask yourself when tidying. When you set out on your manifestation journey, you quickly learn that lots of things around you are capable of influencing your power to attract good things into your life. Decluttering your home is an excellent way to streamline your environment. It actively helps you maintain the high vibrational frequency that aligns you with abundance. Here are 9 questions to help you get the most out of the decluttering exercises. 1. Have I used this item in the last 12 months? If you haven't had the desire or need to use something in a year or more, you can bet that it's just not that important to you, unless it's some kind of specialty object that by its nature is only used very rarely. It's particularly liberating to ask this question about ill-fitting, bland or dated clothes that are crowding out the space in your wardrobe. Make space for things that make you feel like the best version of yourself instead. 2. Am I keeping this because I'm worried about wasting money? If you're holding onto something that you don't like or use, you've already wasted money on it. Keeping it in your house, dusty and ignored, won't change this unfortunate fact. Plus, in some cases, admitting that you're only keeping something because you're worried about wasting money will lead you to make more money in the long run. See the last tip on this list for more ideas about what to do with your unwanted items. 3. Am I keeping this because it has sentimental value? Granted, it can be incredibly important to hold onto some things that are connected with beloved memories or people. However, it's wise to draw the line at only a few precious items. Otherwise, you'll end up with no room for the future, literally and metaphorically. Plus, don't forget you can photograph items before you get rid of them if you want to hold onto their memory in a way that doesn't clutter your home. 4. Does this sentimental item hold me back? While you're thinking about items with sentimental value, it's vital to consider the nature of the sentimental that's attached to the items you choose to keep. For example, that old love letter might tug at your heartstrings every time you glance at it. However, so too might it be one of the things that's stopping you from moving on to a new relationship. Part of the decluttering mission is about getting rid of things that form mental and emotional barriers, not just things that take up too much physical space. 5. If I was seeing this item for the first time, would I buy it now? This question helps you to tune into discrepancies between your old and new mindset, highlighting objects that just don't fit with your hobbies, look or career now. Looking at your home with this perspective can suddenly allow you to see that some items have been redundant for quite some time. 6. Do I have other items that serve the same purpose? Duplicates are another useful thing to look out for when you're clearing out your home. If you have multiple items that serve the same purpose, put them together on the table and make a firm decision about which one serves that function most effectively or enjoyable. 7. Do I have a plan to use this thing in the near future? It's tempting to mislead yourself in all sorts of ways. You might avoid throwing away an old outfit on the grounds that it could form part of a fun costume at some point. Or, you might hang on to cooking appliances that have barely ever come out the box. If you don't have a concrete, realistic plan for how you're going to use an item, and soon, then it's time to say goodbye. 8. Is this broken thing really going to be fixed? While we're on the subject of realism, commit to fixing broken things or just decide to throw them away. Don't keep them around while telling yourself that you will eventually get around to fixing them. This is an important attitude to have in all areas of life. Problems are there to be addressed and engaged with now, not someday. 9. What can I do with these items? Finally, make sure that your unwanted items are going to end up in a good home at the end of your decluttering session. For example, those books you've already read could find a great home with a friend who is a voracious reader, and those clothes that no longer suit your style could be a much appreciated donation to a Goodwill store. In some cases, it's also smart to think about selling items, especially if they're almost new and could go for a good price. This is an especially good idea if you're working to attract abundance.